Welcome back. This is our 4th episode. This is the 4th week that I'm sharing one of my poems with you. If you're new to my channel, each week I'm going to share one poem that I wrote and illustrated, and we'll have a discussion on the topic, and I'll tell a story about myself or a friend that I have in my life. Today's topic is getting older, so let's go to my poem. Age is only a number. As we get older, we become more wise and remember the good times, wondering what the future holds and looking back at the past, mapping out our footprints in the life we lived, places we traveled, people we met, and things we did. If you look at the image, I have a picture of a water fountain and trees and light and 2 swans. Getting older is becoming more wise, and there's so much light in the photo shining on the ocean. And parts of these images are places that I took pictures of when I was traveling. That was the poem, Getting Older. When I think of getting older, I think of becoming wiser and more knowledgeable. In the poem, I talk about footprints. I use the word footprints because we travel in our lifetime different places and we see different things, and that makes up who we are today. All the different experiences that we have in our life. That makes us wiser. I have a story to tell about myself. When I was younger, I would always hear people say they wish they traveled and they did different things in their life before they got married. I work as a registered nurse, and someone told me about working in Saudi Arabia for a 1-year contract. Because if you're from Ontario, you can work in Saudi Arabia for 1 year, and you don't have to pay taxes if you don't own a property, and they pay for your living expenses. I was considering it at the time, and I wasn't sure if I should do it. In my mind, I thought of different people saying they wish they traveled, they wish they did so many things before they settled down. Many years ago, I was single, and I was really considering going to Saudi Arabia. So I asked my family what they thought about me working in a different country as a nurse. And they said, nope, I don't think so. But they said at the end of the day, it was my decision. If I wanted to go, it was up to me. And at the time, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go because I was young and I would be traveling alone by myself. But I did think it was a good experience, and I didn't want to be somebody that said, I wish I did so many things. Like, I wish I traveled. I wish I saw different parts of the world. That night that I had to make a decision, I asked for a sign in the form of a dream, and usually I don't remember my dreams. I went to sleep, and when I woke up in the morning, I just remember pyramids. Then I decided, okay, I'm definitely going to take a year contract in the Middle East. My family was not so excited, but they were okay. If it was my decision to do that, they were okay with it. Then there's an agency in the US that does all the paperwork for Canadians that decide to go to Saudi Arabia. I went for 1 year, and I really enjoyed it because when you work there, everybody was speaking English, and the unit that I worked on was very similar to the one that I worked on in Canada. I had my own apartment. It was very nice. There was a swimming pool. There were so many activities to do. I had 2 months vacation, and I could travel anywhere in the world. So I was able to travel to different countries and learn different things. In some of my travels, I went to South Korea, I went to Colombia, I went to India, I went to Kashmir, I went to Israel. I went to so many different countries, and I experienced so many different things. And some of those experiences help me and form how I think today and help identify who I am. And I did all of those things when I was younger, even though I wasn't sure about traveling by myself and on my own, but I did decide to do it, and I was very happy with my decision because I learned so many things. And those experiences really shape who I am today. And another part of the story is when I did go to Saudi Arabia is when I wrote my poems. I had the idea to write my poems on different topics because I thought my poems could help different people. But I gave my poems to friends and family, and I shared it and it helped them. But for so many years, I forgot about my poems. I found them in a box, and then I saw it a few weeks ago, and then I decided it would be kind of great if I made a YouTube channel. So this is how I decided to make the YouTube channel and share my poems with everybody. And what I like about YouTube is I can share my poems and have a discussion about my poems and different aspects of life. I'm going to talk about aging gracefully. Aging gracefully is about living your best life and having the physical and mental health to enjoy it. It's not about looking 10 or 20 years younger. It's about embracing the age that you have and taking care of yourself and taking care of your body. For example, take care of your skin. The skin is the largest organ in the body. Simple ways you can do this is, if you go outside in the sun, use sunscreen. You can continue your facial routine if you use mild creams on your face, so continue that. Drink plenty of water because staying hydrated is good for your skin and your body. Another way to take care of yourself and your health is exercise. Exercising is aging gracefully because doing exercise can increase your mobility and longevity in your mobility. Examples of exercising is maintaining a routine of walking. Maybe you could do swimming, cycling, strength training, because exercises decreases the risk of heart disease and cancer. Another way to stay healthy and increase your longevity is being happy. Take care of your mental health. By taking care of your mental health, interact with other people. You don't need to stay by yourself. Talk to your friends on the phone. Do hobbies. Do things that you enjoy. You can join a new hobby. You can volunteer. There's many ways that you can interact with other people, such as joining social groups or support groups of things that you have interests in. Also, get enough sleep. If you get enough sleep, I think 7 or 8 hours of sleep a day is good because it reduces your stress. Reducing your stress and doing things that make you happy, those things can help you age well. Because when you're stressed out and you don't feel good, or you don't feel good about yourself, that might make you feel more stressed out. Ways you could do that is trying to live in the moment. Mindfulness. Mindfulness is living in the moment. Ways that can help you are meditation, prayer, doing activities. Maybe you could do coloring or crafts, things that help you relax. If I had to think of a hobby, one thing that I did in my life, maybe I don't do it now or I do it in the future, I would say I did martial arts in the past. I did taekwondo, karate, mixed martial arts, but because I'm busy with my family, I can't go out to those sports anymore. So maybe I'll do that in the future. In the comments, write something that you do, something that makes you happy. Maybe it's a hobby that you want to do or that you're doing now. I want to hear about it. Let me know, maybe somebody else can get tips from what hobby you have or something that makes you happy or something that they want to try out. If you enjoyed our discussion today, click the like button. Next week, our topic is faith. So, if you enjoyed what our discussion was this week, hit the subscribe button and I'll see you next week when we talk about faith. Bye. Bye for now.